Welcome everyone. Today is January the 25th, 2025, and today is a day that I am actually not surprised about. Well, it was a shock, but I've had an experience with this company in the past, so I was not pleased with the way they do business. But anyways, so Epicure, which has really great products, and the reason I started selling their products as a consultant is because I use them. So I absolutely loved, not all, but there's certain things that are my top go-tos and favorites, and I use them on a regular basis. And so I love the ingredients on most of them, and it was a great company. So I've sold for many years, and there are a lot of people who have been supporting Epicure for 15, 20 years, maybe longer, and they've made a whole business out of it. It's their only income. They've worked very hard. They've invested a lot of their time, their money, business cards, advertising on their vehicles, all that stuff to build up a business. And it is their sole income is this business and their sales. They've worked very, very hard, and it's what they do. So yesterday, out of nowhere, the company announced that they've basically gone bankrupt. The owners never bothered to send out a notice to consultants, letting them know that, there are some issues or anything. They did not bother to be respectful enough to let their consultants know that there's problems or give people a heads up. Absolutely nothing. So yesterday, an email went out to only specific consultants, and I never got one, and it let them know that as of yesterday, they have basically immediately stopped operations and closed down. So they did not give any notification before that. It's just all of a sudden one day you just open up your email and you find out that the company that you work for and that is your sole income, or whatever the case may be. Some people just do it on the side, but there are people who depend on their income that they earn from Epicure sales because that is what they live on. And they get an email that says, as of today, we've closed down, we have immediately stopped all operations, which basically means you're out of a job. You can't buy, you can't sell, nothing. So it's very disappointing. And, I don't have any good feelings towards this company. Like I said, the way they do business, I don't like it. But their products are good. So my heart goes out to the people who are dependent. Unfortunately, I have never been able to compete with Walmart and Amazon and all the places that people would rather support than small businesses. So I never made anywhere near enough money to live on. That's just unfortunately for me, but for many other people, they did, and they depend on this income, and they've built a huge customer base, and it's their livelihood. So imagine just waking up one day and finding out, oh, your job don't exist anymore, and that's it. There's nothing, and you can't call because they don't answer their phone. The website's been shut down. So it was not a very good way to do things, I don't believe. So I just thought I would let people know, in case you didn't already know, Epicure, as of now, no longer exists. So website is taken down. I believe yesterday, from what I was told, the people that work at home office, they went to work like a normal work day, and then they were taken into a meeting, and that's when they were told that their services are being dispensed of. So basically, you're fired. We don't need you anymore. You no longer have a job. Out of nowhere. So, my heart goes out to them as well, because there are people that work in the offices and the factories, like that, where they make all this stuff, the labs, which are here in Canada. They lost all their job, and that's really sad. So, just let people know what's going on in case you're wondering. Or if you see something that, yes, apparently they've gone bankrupt, and I guess I guess it's a trustee that's taken over. So the owners didn't even have the decency to let the people know or give them a heads up or any warning or anything like that. It's just all of a sudden one day, it's just don't exist. So apparently, though, from what I heard, is that any orders that were placed before they closed everything down are going to be fulfilled, which is nice. Hopefully everybody receives their commissions that they're dependent on and that they earned. But I don't know. They said within the next 5 days, we should have more information. I don't think there's much more information you can give. Like, the company doesn't exist anymore. So, you know, it would be nice if maybe somebody buys it and then just does a better job at running it. Because like I said, they do have very good products. Some of the stuff I think is way overpriced. And some of the stuff I don't like the ingredients, but it's just a personal thing. But there are certain things that are my go-tos and have been my most favorite things to use. So it is sad, but that's just the update with Epicure. So hopefully there will be something good that comes out of this, with maybe somebody buying the company and taking over. But I will tell you my experience that I had a few years ago. Oh yes, don't mind the wallpaper. It's what came with the house. I haven't redone this room yet, so I know it's ugly. And I tried ripping it off, but then I just found more wallpaper underneath it, and it's like many layers deep, so I quit. I'm just gonna take the whole wall down. Anyways, my experience a few years ago is that, okay, I personally don't care if I'm losing sales or anything. If I'm representing a company by selling their products, it's not because it's something that I personally use or I personally think is a great company. I will not sell something just because I make money. So the companies that I've invested in is because I use them. And so if I'm buying them and I'm using them, might as well support the company and be a consultant. So anyways, so I liked Epicure, and so I supported it. But just because I did sell Epicure, it doesn't mean that I support everything they do or I like everything, because I will tell you, there are products that they sell that I do not recommend. And this is why I always tell people, if you're ordering anything from the companies that I sell for, let me know ahead of time what it is you're interested in, so I can give you information if I have it. And I can hopefully help you make sure that you're ordering things that are going to be something that you are happy with, or that you know something about that maybe you are not going to see on the website. And so one of the things is, there's silicone ware. I personally have a lot of it. I've tried it. I'm not happy with it. They want top dollar, and I think it's terrible quality. So when you're purchasing silicone and you're cooking with it, your food should not stick to it. If your food is sticking to your silicone ware, it is not good quality. You should not have to grease silicone. You're not supposed to. That's the whole purpose of silicone, is naturally non-stick. So this is why the only silicone bakeware that I use is from Tupperware, because I have it. Yes, I do sell Tupperware as well, but, nobody can pay those prices, so it's not like I actually make any money. But the thing is that I use it, so why not be a consultant as well? And I love it. I've used all their silicone ware, and I will tell you, it's made in a very high quality way. There's a whole process they go through, and it's naturally non-stick. So I can put stuff in there. If I have the muffin tins that are silicone, I can put whatever I want in there. You can make it's not just for like cupcakes. You can put all kinds of stuff in there and have like small portion meals. You can put eggs in there and bake them in the oven, and they're in like small circles. So whatever I've cooked in my silicone ware, literally non-stick. It pops right out. There's nothing left behind. Nothing sticks to it. Absolutely love it. And that's how it should be. But with Epicure, they want basically the same prices for their products, but they stick and it has a smell to it. Now, there are people who swear by it and thinks it's great and they love their silicone, but I personally don't. I find it has a smell. And that smell, like when I've baked with it, I've noticed, because I personally tried, I'm like, let me see if it has a smell. So, because their cookware does have a scent to it. And so I would smell the banana bread I made, like on the bottom, and I could smell it. And I'm like, this is not good, and especially they want top dollar, and it sticks and it has a smell that gets on your food. So I was not happy with that. And this is why I always tell people to let me know if you're ordering something so I can let you know if it's not good. And it's just how I am. I would rather not have sales, but make sure that people are not wasting their money on something. Because I know many times I've ordered things and I get them in and it's not what I thought it was, or I'm not happy with it, like Epicure siliconeware. So I want to make sure that other people don't have those experiences. And it brings me more joy to prevent people from wasting their money than to make money off of somebody buying something that I feel bad for them that they purchased, or maybe they're not happy with after. And you can't really return anything with these companies. They have a very limited return policy, and I mean limited. Like, it would have to be broken when you get it or something. So anyways, so I had some issues with some of the things that they sell. And so one day, because I'm not going to lie, even though you're supposed to. And what a lot of people don't know is with some of these companies, they have policies that you have to abide by, or they will terminate your account and you can no longer sell from them. So with Epicure, you are not allowed to tell the truth. So if there's something that is terrible quality and somebody asks you, like, well, your opinion, you have to lie. You are not allowed to say anything negative about any of their products, even if it is negative. So technically, I'm not allowed to tell people my experience with the Epicure siliconeware because it's negative. So I can have my account terminated because I told the truth. So what happened one time, it was on, it might have been Facebook. It was on a social media something. And I remember what it was now. So yeah, you can't say anything negative about a company or their products. And they had, they were announcing that they were coming out with some kind of, it was, I don't want to say, maybe we'll just call it some kind of grant, where it was some kind of something where they were going to give some form of money to some something that they were coming out with in the company. So how it worked is that in order to qualify for this giveaway, you had to be a minority. And I think that is racist and that is unfair. And I made sure that I pointed out, I'm like, why do we have to be a certain race to qualify for this giveaway? Shouldn't it be for everyone? Like, that seems pretty unfair and very racist. Like, it shouldn't matter what your skin color is. Everyone should be, treated equally. And they actually terminated my account because I complained about them being racist, basically. I don't think that's fair and it's not right. And I don't think that anybody should be forced to say positive things and promote and agree with this, whatever it was that this giveaway thing that they were doing with the company, when it's wrong. And I'm not going to promote this giveaway thing where it's only for people with certain colors and stuff like that. It's horrible. And so anyways, yeah, so they canceled my account. Of course, I rejoined under a different name, but anyways, because I wanted my products. And then if I'm going to buy stuff, I want my discount. But anyway, so I originally was terminated by this company because I did not support their their racism. That was just terrible. So, I do have bad experience with the company itself, and then some of their products. And again, we're not allowed to say anything negative. So if somebody were to ask me, oh, you know, I see they have silicone. What are your thoughts? Is this good? Because I was thinking of buying it. I legally, because you have to sign agreements when you join these companies, I legally have to lie and say it's great, or literally not say anything. So I can either not say anything, or I have to say only positive things and promote their products. So, you know, this is just my experience. So as far as the way they run their company, I don't like it. And I hope someone takes over and does a better job, because there are so many people who all of a sudden, as of yesterday, with no prior notice or warning, is out of a job. And that's it. So all of the money they spent in business cards, we have to buy catalogs. So all the people that have invested in buying tons of catalogs, because there's people that do events, and so they will buy tons and tons of the products. They buy tons and tons of the catalogs, and they go and they set up at events, and they give out the catalogs that they had to pay for. And they do this in hopes of online sales. They get business cards. People do a lot in promoting. They have banners put up for the events. They have those vinyl things put on their cars, which are very difficult to get off. And it has their website on it. So all of these people have invested. There's so many people that have invested in supporting this company. And all of a sudden, one day, without prior notice, the company don't exist anymore. So all the money you spent on catalogs is wasted. Can't use them anymore because the website don't exist. It's been taken down. All the money that you've invested in your business cards, if they would give us notice that, you know, at Epicure, there are some issues with the company, and we may have to close down. So we recommend that if you're ordering catalogs or business supplies, that you do it in a very limited amount and wait until we have further information for you. But they did not give any prior notice, absolutely nothing. So people are out a ton of money with, you know, the money they spent on their business, investing in it, but then also, you know, all of the stuff that they've purchased. And, you know, I mean, you can sell the stuff at event, you can still sell the products. It's just that the main point of doing the events is promoting your website. And if your website don't exist anymore, then it's pretty much kind of like a waste. So yeah, I mean, you can sell your products, but you're not going to get anything from your hard work as far as future sales. So not a nice way to do business. And I think that was really horrible way to treat your customers and your consultants. So hopefully a new company will purchase, or new people will purchase this company and just do a better job at running it. But I did not like the people that ran it at all. And I'm not going to lie, I will tell you, I did not like them. And I also don't like fake people, and I try not to be one. So when I see people being overly dramatic and all positive and smiling the whole time they're talking, that's not reasonable. I highly doubt there's many people who actually smile nonstop the whole time they're talking. And, you know, when you watch the videos that the owner would put out, they're so fake and they're not relatable. So, you know, that's just another thing is it would be nice if there were companies where they would speak normally and they would not, it wouldn't sound like a production, like it's like a produced commercial or something like that. So again, you know, as far as the way the company was run, I don't like the over dramatics and the fake smiling and all the, you know, extreme positivity. It turns me off, and I've unsubscribed to YouTube channels because they're fake. And, you know, it's an act, and I don't like that. So, like I said, I've had some issues with, you know, my personal opinions on the people that own the company and run it. And I just hope someone better comes along, because I always try to make sure I support companies that have products I actually use. Even if I don't really like the company, if their products are great, that's the main thing. But it's nicer when you have company owners that are more relatable people and are not going to treat their consultants like this, where all of a sudden one day they just tell you, oh, you have no job, we don't exist anymore. So anyways, yeah, just that's the update for Epicure, and hopefully there's something positive that comes from this. But in the meantime, just know that, yeah, they did not treat their consultants very nicely, and by just, you know, firing them with no prior notice. And don't forget, consultants are independent, so it's not like consultants don't work for the company. So if all of a sudden you're told, oh, the company don't exist anymore, so now you're out of a job. Well, because we're independent business owners that just sell their product, we don't get compensation. There's no like unemployment insurance or anything like that. If you had any insurance, it would be because you bought it yourself. So all of these people, they're not getting compensation as far as I know, because consultants technically don't work for Epicure. We're just independent business owners that just happen to sell their product. So there's no retirement. There's none of that stuff. They don't do that with direct sales. So anyways, that's just my update, just to let you know. But yeah, it's just one of those things. So I no longer sell Epicure, and I'm okay with that. I am sad because there's a few things that I would love to have got a couple of years supply on because I can't make them myself. The mac and cheese, it's like a white cheddar, but it's supposed to be for like a hot mac and cheese, but I love pasta salad. I will not buy Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. I'm not into oil, like soy or canola oil. Those are toxic to your health. Canola is not even food grade. And anyways, so I don't buy that stuff and I don't use it, but I love pasta salad. And so what I actually found through experimenting is I took the mac and cheese powder, and instead of adding hot milk, I would add cold milk to it, and I'd mix it, and then I would add that to cold pasta salad with like cucumbers and some peppers and celery, and I would make, and some cherry tomatoes, and I would make a cold pasta salad with the cold mac and cheese, and it was one of my top most favorite things to eat. It is so delicious, and it's so much better than like mayonnaise and Miracle Whip. So that is actually what I'm most disappointed for. So I'm okay that they closed, and like, well, whatever. Like, I didn't like the way the company ran anyways. But I want the mac and cheese sauce. So I'm really hoping that whatever they decide over the next couple days or whatever, that maybe they'll have a sale and they'll sell off all their like stock, and I can just stock up and buy it, because I have not been able to find a way to make that particular thing. So anyways, that my disappointment is because I can't buy the mac and cheese sauce anymore. But you know, it is what it is. So that's my update, and I have another video to make, so I will see you on the next one.